Welcome back to Ion Radio. I'm John.
And I'm Ken.
And today we have a battle between two very rarely used commanders. Who do you have today?
So today I'm bringing General Kraken. So one of the generals that never gets really used, actually.
And I'm going to be trying to play Konstantine.
So we've got some interesting lists today. We're going to take a look at those in a minute. But we just thought it'd be fun to take some rarely used commanders and see what we can do with them.
Yeah, Konstantine requires you to bring so much extra stuff that you don't necessarily want to bring just to make him maybe work. So we'll see if he works.
Yeah, Kraken requires a lot of speed 3 stuff. This will be interesting because Konstantine kind of...
Yeah, we didn't talk about beforehand which commanders we're bringing, which is kind of funny.
So this will be interesting to see. So let's get to the fleets and see what happens. Okay, coming in at 390 points, and I'm electing to be first player, is my Kraken list. So, General Kraken is on an assault frigate Mk2 A. He has quad laser turrets, linked turbo laser towers, and electronic countermeasures on his ship. I have a handful of smaller ships. We're going to start with a CR-90A with a nav team, reinforced blast doors, and the turbo laser reroute circuits upgrade. I have a second CR-90A with the exact same setup. And then we go on to the next set of smaller ships. I have 3 identically equipped Hammerhead torpedo corvettes. So I have all of them with external racks, quad laser turrets, and the Task Force Antilles title.
I have Admiral Konstantine on an Imperial Star Destroyer Simoon 1. His officers Commander Vento. I have gunnery teams, Intensify Firepower, the Pylon Q7 tractor beams, linked turbo laser towers, and XI7s. Then I have a Victory 1 Star Destroyer, which is gunnery teams, linked turbo laser towers, and the Pylon Q7 tractor beam. My next ship is a Victory 2. It has gunnery teams, linked turbo laser towers, and the Pylon 7 tractor beam. And to round out my list, I have a Gazanti class carrier with comms net.
So I'm first player, and John's given me his 3 fun objectives. We have advanced gunnery, contested outpost, and solar corona. As I do not want to take a double lashing of a ton of red dice, advanced gunnery's out, and solar corona I think John will just kill me with anyways. So we're going to play contested outpost. So here's the deployment on the Rebel fleet. I have all of the hammerheads moving at speed 3 and everything else moving at speed 2. We already know where the station is, and I had a pretty good idea where John was going to deploy, so I'm committing all my forces to one of his flanks. So let's see how much damage I can do to him.
So here's my deployment. I have a Victory 1 and a Victory 2. The idea is the Victory 1, you have to come into it, so I get black dice. I have a Gazanti back here in the background, and then I have my Simoon here. Everything's going speed 1 except for the Simoon, which is going speed 2.
So let's start with the hammerheads. I've got this guy over here, number 3, engineering. I'm going to take it as a token. Hope is to be able to store those up for later. And then moving speed 3, we're doing our little jig jogs. So doink doink, and then move forward.
I activate first my little Konstantine. It's revealing a concentrate fire. We're going to be passing it as a token over to the Star Destroyer and moving along speed 1.
Alright, let's activate number 2. Number 2 has an engineering showing. We're going to take that as a token, do the exact same thing as the other hammerhead. 1 and move forward. Come on. There we go.
Let us now activate victory number 1, which is the victory 1. I got a navigate. We're going to be taking it as a token. We're going to be sliding forward, speed 1. Doop. Just to there.
So the other hammerhead, again, doing the same thing with engineering, giving myself a token. Now I made a slight misstep because I wanted to turn this twice, but then I'd ram myself. So I'm going to have to do this instead. But that's okay. John, I'm sure, would love for me to ram myself this early in the game.
I do. Let's activate the victory 2. We have a navigate. We're going to be taking it as the token. And we're going to be moving speed 1 ahead. Right to there.
Activating this CR90 over here. Nav, I'm going to use it as the dial. And here's where I finally got a deployment right. John, if you could hold down the asteroid debris field just so that we have this right. But here we go. I am going to just miss
everything
and talk about getting close. That's actually a lot further than I thought it would be.
That one's the closest one.
Oh wow, man, I missed that one too.
Let's activate the Simoon. It's revealing a navigate, and we're going to be taking it as the token, and then moving our speed 2. And I think we're just going to put the click on the end to get me into a position. Like that.
So we're going to activate the other CR90. I have a nav. I'm going to use it as the dial. And we're going to increase to speed 3. And do that. Get me over there. Assault Frigate. Nav. I'm going to use this as a token. And, oops. We are going to put this in here, staying at speed 2, doing my little minor turn. Because when I took a look, I thought it would overlap if I did the extra joint on the second. The extra, what do you call it? Yaw. That joint. Come on, come on, come on. There we go.
At the end of turn 1, I'm the closest with the most command value to the station, so I get a victory point token. And there is nothing in range of enough ships for me to do any Konstantine shenanigans. So this is the end of turn 1 going into turn 2. At the start of the turn, Konstantine is spending a concentrate fire token to activate intensify firepower. Now you can go, Ken.
So the one hammerhead over here is going to use a nav dial. And we're going to stay at speed 3, adding in a yaw on the final joint. And move the token over here. That will land me over here. Nice and cozy, and I believe we're still out of range of everything.
Gonna activate the Konstantine. We got a concentrate fire dial. We're gonna obviously be taking it as a token and seeing what we can pass it to. Just out of range of my Star Destroyer, so we're gonna pass it over to the Victory 1. Just like that, and then we're gonna be moving our speed 1.
So we're going to activate this hammerhead. Nav, use it as the dial, and add an extra yaw on the joint on the final joint. Here we go. You know, eventually I'm going to figure out what all these really mean. And we're going to do some tokens, and I believe we are just out of medium range.
At this point, I'm going to spend one of my 2 pass tokens to make Ken go again.
Thank you so much, John. So everything I wanted to do. So that is going to have me activate the CR90 hiding in the back. Using the nav dial, I'm going to jump up to speed 4. And this is where I believe, move that out of the way for a minute. As you can see, we have it marked. This should avoid it.
Yeah, you're good.
Yep. All right, John, back to you.
So we're going to activate this victory right here. It is going to be revealing a concentrate fire, so we're going to be using it as the dial. I won't get gunnery teams because everything's just out of range, but when I activate, I'm going to use my pylon tractor beams and make you adjust your speed down by 1 because you don't have a token.
I do not.
So now you're at speed 2?
Speed 2.
Yeah, turn it off commander abilities. And then we're going to make a shot. It's only going to be 3 reds against the front of your ship at long range. It's not bad. We're going to LTT this. And I guess leave it at 4 hits.
So we are going to evade the double, and then I'll redirect to the right side, so I'll take 1 and 1. So no shields here, and 1 still in the front.
Perfect. And then I'm going to move my speed 1, landing right here.
We're going to activate the hammerhead over here. I have a nav. I'm going to use it as a dial. I do believe, John, I have a long-range shot. Yes.
Yes, you do.
And because the station doesn't obstruct, I get 1 die. 1 red die. Let's see what we can do. I get a crit.
Okay. We're going to redirect it to this side.
Getting tons of use out of my quad laser turrets on this fleet.
I mean, to be honest, I talk about nothing but running fighters, and then I drop on you a fighterless list.
I'm honestly surprised, John. You know, we've come to expect fighters, and even when you're trying not to use fighters.
That's why I just didn't put any in here. Otherwise, it would just be like 3 ships doing fighter
squadrons.
commands, so.
Yeah. So we're throwing the extra joint on the end here, because no matter how I cut it, I'm going to be in trouble. So that just seems to be the smartest of the ships to move.
I'm going to spend my second and my last pass token at this time to make Ken go again.
Thank you once again, John. Love the pass tokens. Let's do the assault frigate. Nav. Keep it as a dial. No shots. So we're going to increase to speed 3 to avoid the debris field sitting in front of me. And unfortunately, we're going to put ourselves right in the way of your ships, which I don't like. It's not going to double work like I'd hoped.
We're going to activate my Victory 1. It's got a concentrate fire. We're going to use it. When I activate, I'm going to make this ship decrease its speed to 2.
Number 3?
No, well, this one's already there,
yeah,
so
number
that
2.
one.
Yeah. Okay.
And then we're going to make some long-range attacks. This ship against that ship.
Okay.
And we're going to do 3 reds. It's at long range. And this ship is at medium range. So I wish I had a Vic 2, like always, but points are points, and I need about 10 more points to do that. So we're going to do this shot first. For that, and we're going to LTT. And then we're going to concentrate fire in. And then we're going to intensify firepower. And we're going to block your evade.
Huh. Okay, so if we're blocking the evade, I'm going to completely exhaust out the redirect to at least take one of those. And I'm going to use the Task Force Antilles on this one because it's within range 3. We are within range 3. Exhaust that. So we will suffer 1 damage here, so that's 1 of the 3. The redirect puts 2, actually at 4 damage, and 3, and I wind up taking 1 damage to that guy.
Correct. Okay, and then medium range to the front.
Of number 2.
Actually, I'm going to shoot into the side.
To the side?
Let me make sure that it's still medium range. It is not, so we're actually going to attack into the front.
Okay.
Into the front, 3 dice. We're going to LTT 1. And then we're going to make that into a hit, so you got 2 damage coming in.
So I think what we're going to do is I will exhaust Task Force Antilles on that one, and we'll suffer a damage on the rear here with 1 of them, and you said you're shooting at the front, correct?
Correct.
So I'm just going to go ahead and spend, that's a reroll because we're at medium range, right?
Correct.
Ah, cheeky. We'll redirect that one over to the side here.
Did I use an LTT?
Yes,
And it was a blank too?
it was a blank.
God, I hate my red dice. Okay. And then we get to move. We're going to move at speed 1. Doing a turn. Just like that.
So I have 1 ship remaining because of all the pass tokens. We've got the last CR90 nav, and I'm going to take it as a token, see what I can or cannot do with some of the shenanigans John's going to pull with Konstantine and his tractor beams. I have 1 shot at long range. We're going against the front of the victory that I believe I already shot at, and that's 2 red dice. So let's see what we get. You know what I'm going to do is I'm going to TRC that to get the extra, which one is it? It's this one. To make that into a double. So that's 4 hits.
Okay, I'm going to brace it.
Yep.
And then I'm going to redirect 2 of it over to here.
And then I'm going to move. So I'm at speed 2 right now, right?
Yep.
Yeah. Slide that in there. And like so. And there we are.
We're going to activate my Star Destroyer. It is the last ship. We got to concentrate fire. We're going to use it. And when I activate, I'm going to use my tractor beam to say you have to get rid of your nav token.
Yeah, that's the tractor beam shenanigans. That's why I did that.
You're still at speed 2, so it's not obstructed.
No, it's not.
So let's go ahead and make that shot. So it's 5 reds into the front of your CR90 at long range. Ooh. And I have XI7s. Intensify firepower and linked.
This is going to be interesting.
Yeah, it's going to be blanks, but hey.
Only 2 blanks this time.
Only
Jeff.
2 blanks. Not much damage, but 2 blanks. Okay, and then we're going to be rolling in an extra with that concentrate fire. And I'll try it again. Here's another blank. I'm doing pretty awesome. Then we're going to LTT 1. Okay, and then we're going to do that. And we're going to say we're going to target your green redirect.
The green redirect?
Sorry, green
evade.
Evade.
Okay. So let's see here. We're at long range, right?
Yep.
So I'm going to discard
To cancel
the
2.
red one to cancel 2. One of those should be the crit, just for giggles. And then I'm going to redirect to, because you're shooting the front, correct?
Yes, I have XI7, so you're only going to have...
So I'm going to redirect 1 here. And then we'll take the other one on the front. And I think that's everything, correct?
Yep. And then with Vanto, because now that resolution of a command is done, I'm going to use him to gain a Concentrate Fire token.
This is your new favorite card.
It really is. He's worked pretty well so far. And then we're going to move speed 2 and land right there. And then at this point we can do a whole bunch of end of round type things. So at the end of the round, at the start of the ship phase, I'm going to do my shenanigans with Konstantine, and it's at distance 5 of 2 of my ships. So because I can reach here, I can reach all of your ships except for that one.
Everything drops down on.
So this ship is going to drop down to speed 1. So that one, speed 1.
That one's speed 1.
This one discards your nav token. This one drops down a speed, so that drops it down to
4 to 3.
3. This one's going to drop down to speed 1. This ship is going to drop down to speed 1 as well.
Yep.
And then I'm the closest to the station, so I get another token. And I think that's everything.
So we'll refresh cards, but I think everything is no cost, correct?
Correct.
All right. So, before he dies, let's get this Hammerhead Torpedo Corvette dealt with. Nav, we're going to keep it as the dial. So I have John double arced. We're at close range with both shots. So let's make my... We'll do the first shot from my side into his front. So that's just a single black for a hit. And you know what? Let's go ahead and external racks here. So we're going to discard this, add these 2, and that's 4 because I've got no way to re-roll it because I got quad laser turrets instead of ordnance experts.
We're actually going to brace it, and then we're going to redirect it to this side over here. These are my newer Clone Wars ones, so they're really, really stiff. Okay, there you go.
So now, front to front, this is my rainbow selection of dice, and no re-roll mechanisms. For a hit and accuracy, I guess I'm going to tell you can't use your green redirect, but
and then we put
you're just
that
going to
onto
take it
the
on
front.
the front. Yeah. And now we're going to move. So using the dial, from that one, we're going to go to speed 2. Tuck ourselves
Right inside.
Right inside, yeah. So I'm at point blank range, but I believe that completely ignores your front arc.
Yeah, I think it does. Okay, we're gonna go with ISD. Pretty sure we didn't talk about it on film at the start of the turn just because of recording, but I'm spending the Concentrate Fire to activate Intensify Firepower. So now we're going to go ahead and do my shooting with it, and we're going to attempt to kill your stupid Corvette in front of me, and then we'll decide what we do on the second shot. So I have Concentrate Fire. We're going to use it as the dial, and we're going to slow your Corvette over here down when I activate with my Tractor Beam to speed 2.
Okay, so he drops down to speed 2.
So let's do this shot into your Corvette. Right
front
there.
To front.
Front to front. We're technically close range, not that it matters with evades anymore.
Nope.
And I need, what, 6 damage to actually go through to kill you?
1 and 4, 5.
With excise 7s, that's what I'm
Oh, okay. Yeah, then you would need 6.
I'm going to go with you're dead.
Yeah, because that's, what, 5?
Yeah, so I'm going to Concentrate Fire in a blue. And then turn that one. So block all your stuff, and then all of that goes through.
So let's see. We'll take the 1 here.
And then some crits.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Right.
Yep.
All right. So just for giggles, We have a compartment fire and a bunch of other damage cards which destroy this one, right?
Yep. Yay! The rebels are dying.
You know, so much for reinforced blast doors.
Yep. You have to be able to use it
Yeah, no kidding.
Okay, and then I don't really know what other shot is good. So I might shoot from here to the side of your, or to the front. We'll do this long range obstructed shot.
Alright.
So also at this point, because I've finished resolving my one command, Vanto says I get a concentrate fired. Back. So let's do this. It's going to be 4 reds into the front of your hammerhead here. And that's a whole stack of nothing. And then we're going to LTT this shot. And that bumped that one. But then, so 3 damage.
Intensify it anyways.
Yeah, 3 damage into the front.
3 damage, it's number 2. So we're at long range, correct?
Correct.
So let's go ahead and we'll cancel out the crit with the evade. And then we'll redirect. Do I have anything on this side?
No.
No. Alright, so we'll put it onto
This side?
this side and then take one off the front.
Perfect. And then I'm going to move and just figure out where I'm moving to. I think I'm going to do this and land right here, not ramming you.
So, before it explodes in a ball of fiery death, we're going to activate the CR90 that's left. And I've got concentrate fire on it. So here's what I'm going to do. I have a long range shot at your victory that I've been, nibbling at. So let's make that shot first. Pretty sure we're only at long, not medium, right? Yeah. So 2 reds. Let's see what I can do. This is going to be great. Let's concentrate fire in a red.
Hey, those are like my dice.
John, I think you swapped out the dice here or something
think I did.
like that. So let's go ahead and TRC one of those. And I think I'm going to make it into double just to make you do something. And what's left? I'm not going to let you use your green...
Redirect?
Redirect, yeah.
Okay, I just take 2 at the front.
Yeah. Well, that's not what I was expecting.
And then you have a blue dice into my Star Destroyer.
I do have a blue die into your Star Destroyer. Well, I do have a... You know what I'm going to do? Do I really? I can't because
You can't.
I
There's
can't
only
TRC
one
it.
around.
That'd be cool if I could, though.
Yeah, the CR90s are already good, let alone when they could throw out a minimum of 4 damage around.
Well, they're not going to be good for much longer, and we'll see why in a second. So let's make this medium range shot with blue. I get a crit onto the front. I'm assuming you're just going to take it.
I'm just taking it. There's no reason to use tokens yet.
So here's the part that I'm not looking forward to. I'm at speed 2. I've got no way to really adjust that. And I was playing with this a lot. I've got no good real anything here. So it's just going to go in the middle of the kill zone, and I guess I'm sacrificing him unnecessarily.
We're going to activate this Gazanti. We got to concentrate fire. Part of me just wants to use it against you because it would be funny. But I have to plan long term. And planning long term says that I have to pass it over to this victory because, I know what my commands are. And then we're going to roll dice into you. We're going to roll medium range. I have you double arced.
Yes, you did.
And we're going to roll 1 out my front into your side for a hit.
I don't have any shields there, do I?
Nope.
Well, then let's go ahead and redirect that to the rear.
Cool. And then we're going to do it again for an accuracy every time with these things. And then I intensify firepower to a hit.
Alright, well, I guess I'll just take it because I don't have anywhere to
Nowhere to be.
Nowhere to be, and I'm more afraid of that victory.
And then we're going to turn like this because I want to keep that double arc.
We are going to activate this hammerhead. It's going to die anyways, but navigate, keep it as a dial. I have a medium range shot to the front of the victory I keep hitting. So that's a red and a blue die. Let's see if I can do any damage. 2 hits.
I'm going to redirect both of it to my side.
Okay. And I have no other shots, so with this dial, we're going to go up to speed 2. We are going to move this as far over as we can, hoping for a miss. I think we're good. Yeah.
You are good.
And that's where we're landing. So back to you, John.
We're going to go with this guy. He is going to be revealing a concentrate fire. And what are your ships going at right now?
Let's see. I think everything's pretty much at 2, except for this guy at 3, and the guppy's at 3. Everything else is at 2.
Okay, you can reduce speed on
Number 2.
number 2 to 1.
1.
And then we get to do some juicy firing. And we're gonna start by I need this ship to die. So we're gonna shoot this out the front. So 3 reds and 3 blues, and we'll see what happens. 4,
Wow.
That seems pretty good. And that's that ship.
Yeah, so we're over here.
So we are going to target your redirect,
The redirect.
and then there's 5 damage.
5 damage. So let's see. We're at medium range, right?
Yes.
Let's re-roll the crit. This is either going to be a really good or really bad idea.
Blank. It's me. So.
Banking, yeah, I was banking on your red dice, if I'm going to be honest.
So that leaves it on 2.
So it leaves it on, yeah, so that's 2 on the front, and then I take 2 damage.
Yep.
Okay.
Okay. And then we're going to shoot out the side. We're going to keep it with the blue and a red obstructed into the front of your hammerhead.
Okay.
Number 2. For that, and then we're going to concentrate fire in a blue.
Mm-hmm.
And then we're going to intensify 3 damage with a crit coming into your front.
So let's see here. I have no shields, right?
You have 1
I've got
shield
one
on
shield?
the front.
Got 1 shield on the front. So we're at medium range. I can force you to re-roll something, but I think we're gonna kind of get no. So
You have me.
could do that, but you're gonna kill him anyways. Don't want to do that. I've got no shields on this guy.
No shields at all.
Yeah. Don't want to make this easier for you. Probably not. So here's what I'm going to do. I am going to use Task Force Antilles on
Number 3.
number 3. So he's going to take a hit instead of the main guy. That'll knock out the shield on
This guy?
that guy, and then he'll take 1 damage because I'm containing.
Okay. And then I'm going to go ahead and move, and we're going to just do the creepy crawly Victory Star Destroyer thing. Are you fine with it there?
Yep.
Perfect.
So let's activate the guppy next. And I have a navigate. I'm going to take it as a token because there's really not much that I think I'm going to be able to do with that down the road. We're at speed 3 now anyways. So let's see what I'm going to do. We have the victory over here. We are just at medium range. We have a clean line of sight. 2 reds and a blue, front to front. Let's see what we can do. And we are going to LTT this guy. Yes, it's great.
All my tokens are...
So, you know, I'll accuracy one of your red redirects, and you've got a crit.
So I'm going to use the other one because living sounds good,
Yeah.
and I don't want to crit because it's to go next. So.
Yeah. I really needed that to be a crit. All right. So now I have another shot, my side, to the front of the ISD, which has been untouched.
Are you doing the front or are you doing this side?
I'm gonna hit your front.
Okay,
I
cool.
mean, I might as well. It's already got 1 damage on it, so do a little bit more. 3 reds and a blue. We'll LTT the blank. 4 crit, 4 damage.
Okay, we brace it and we're gonna redirect it to this side over here.
Okay. Now here's the fun part. We were kind of looking at this earlier, and no matter how or where I decide to land, I'm going to wind up going backwards and ultimately ramming the ISD. So both the ISD and the assault frigate will take a damage, and that ends its activation.
My last activation, we're going with the Victory 1 and a Concentrate Fire. And sadly for Ken, this guy is in arc in close, and the CR90 in front of me is in arc in close too. So I think what we're gonna do is
Which one do you want to blow up first?
I don't like CR90s with stupid things, so we're gonna attack that guy. So it's gonna be 3 blacks and 3 reds into the front of your ship. And hold on, before I do that, when I activate, what speeds? Anything going fun speed?
Well, we're at 3 over here. I'm
That guy
assuming
can go
that's
to
the one
2.
you want to drop down. Yeah.
Okay, so here we go. Into the front of your CR90. I'm gonna say
Wow.
that's gonna target your redirect.
Okay.
And then we're going to add in a red dice for a double, and then we're going to intensify that. And even if you cancel these 2 out, you're still dead.
So, because that's what, 3? I have no shields.
So you could have me re-roll those 2.
Yeah, but I'm taking a minimum of 3 anyways,
Yeah.
so that's a dead ship. Yep. So, all right. We'll remove that from the table, unfortunately. At least it activated.
Yes. And now we're going to take this cheeky shot into your side over here. When was the last time you ever saw a Vic 1 or a Vic 2 that actually got a gunnery teams up?
Yeah, no kidding.
With close range. Okay, so here we go. Into your side. 3 reds and 3 blacks.
Yep, 1 jump. I like it. It's a blank.
Reds are awesome.
It's still a blank.
So we're going to LTT 1. Okay, and then intensify for 5 total damage.
So 5 total damage. Now, let's see. I might have some options here.
You have to make me re-roll too.
So let's re-roll. I'm honestly tempted to tell you to re-roll the reds, the
Yes.
two hits, because with your luck.
So you're discarding it because I'm a larger ship?
Yes.
To get
it
the
is-
effect.
It is being discarded.
There.
All right, so that's 1 down, and I've got no crits coming in. So let's see, that's 1, 2, 3, 4. I could Antilles it out, but then I'm just doing damage needlessly. So that's 4 damage. This guy's gone. Right?
Yes.
Yeah.
And then I move my 1. I'm not sure if I'm going to ram or not, so we're going to find out in just a second. Nope, I totally ram and drop back here. I don't think there's anything. I'm just for the fun of it seeing if I move straight would that have done it. Yeah, that's actually what I wanted to do. Cool. So I stay where I'm at, and we each take a damage on my own ships.
I'm okay with that.
I just wanted my entire side to be uniform with 1 damage per ship.
We're going to activate the final hammerhead. Nav, keep it as the dial. I have 1 long-range shot at this victory that I'm hoping to be able to take down eventually. And I get a blank. I've got nothing I can do with that, so it just sits there. And then I'm going to move. We're going to increase my speed to 3 before you take it down again. And move forward 3. And if I'm right, I should be able to double arc you. Yeah, close range, man. That is very, very close, but yeah, that is close range on the next turn.
Okay, end of round stuff with Konstantine. you can discard your navigate token. This guy, I don't care, he's already going speed 1. This guy...
It's at 3.
And... I'm going to leave you there because if you don't do a nav then and adjust your own speed, you're going to go off the table. And then I'm going to score off the outpost.
So 3rd victory token for John. Here we go. The hammerhead that's got a good shot. Nav, keep it as the dial. I have again 2 shots at close range. Let's start from side to the front of that victory. And we got a black die for a hit. And you know what? Let's go ahead and external racks right here.
Okay.
So that brings in 2 more blacks for 4 total with a crit.
Okay, so we're going to brace it to 2.
Yep.
And then I'm going to take a crit anyway, so we're just going to take the crit.
Okay.
So the crit is, when declaring a target of your attack, you cannot choose a target that would be obstructed. And then another damage.
Okay.
Disengage fire control.
Cool. So now we get the front shot. As my hand goes in front of the camera. So red, blue, black, front to front. For a crit.
We're going to redirect that. That's actually why I didn't redirect, for this exact reason. I can redirect 1 damage over here, and then I don't take a crit.
Yeah, okay. So, okay. Speed 3, we're going to use the dial to give myself some extra maneuverability. So I think we're going to wind up doing that. So let's get that locked in. Put myself over there. Move that out of the way. There we go.
Okay, so just like normal, this is being spent for intensify firepower because there's no reason not to.
We did talk about that ahead of time because that does happen, beginning of ship phase?
Yes.
We just forget to keep recording it, so maybe next time we'll do it.
And then I'm revealing an engineering, and I'm going to put 2 shields up. So we're just going to kind of spread this out. 1 on the front and 1 on the side because I don't know where I'm going to get hit yet. And then we're going to take some target practice into you. This ship's going speed 2. 3.
No, he's going 3.
He's 3.
He's 3. He's 1, and then he's 3.
We're going to drop him to 2.
Okay.
And then we're going to gunnery, probably gunner teams. We're going to shoot you first here.
Okay, so the one right in front of you.
Yep. For that, and we're going to spend the concentrate fire to reroll this. For that. And there we got it.
So let's go ahead and we're going to completely spend out the evade to make you re-roll
These or that?
the 2 reds, because you're black, you're going to roll and do a hit crit. Let's have the reds go blank maybe. 1.
2.
Okay. So that's 2 damage, and I can't do anything else with it. But you know what I'm gonna do? I've got shields on that guy, don't I? Let's Task Force Antilles. This guy will put 1 shield on the front. Take it off the front, yeah.
Okay.
And then I only take 1 damage on the guy in front of me.
Darn you! Oh well. Okay, and then we're going to gunnery teams from the side into your side.
Side to side. Of the other one, right.
Yep. Here we go. For take 3.
3 damage.
With crits.
We're at close range.
Yep.
Re-roll 1 of the red crits.
Come on, double. Come on, double. It's a red crit.
All right, so we will redirect to the front.
So that's 1.
Yeah, 1. Then we take the one at the shield along with the contain, taking 1 actual damage.
Sounds good. And then we're going to be moving forward 1. To there.
So we're going to activate this hammerhead. I have an engineering dial. We're going to use that and the token and get rid of 1 of the damage cards, keeping me at 2. Then we're going to make some shots. So I'm going to fire from the side to the side of the victory. We got a black die for hit crit.
Cool. That's not fun. We're going to spend out the redirect to move it to the front. And do that.
And then we are going to fire front to, we have the ability to fire into the side with the front. So we've got red, blue, black for 3 hits and a crit.
I think we're going to just take it. Yeah, just take it. So the crit is shield failure. Your opponent can choose up, so I lose the back shield. And then I take 2 more down.
That didn't help me much. I was hoping for a structural. We haven't pulled a structural in a while.
No, we have not. Then you got to move.
And of course, I just said that, which means
So you're going to get a structural. Then you wanted to do this.
Yeah, I want to do a little jog there because then I should be able to stay from ramming you.
Yep, you do not ram.
Awesome.
We're going to activate this victory here. We have an engineering. And when we start up, we're going to drop you to speed 2.
Okay.
And then we're going to add shields back. I can add 2 shields. So we're going to add, I think, both shields to this side.
Okay.
That makes the most sense. And then I need 3 hits on 3 dice targeting you here to kill you.
Okay.
So we're going to do that attack first.
Sounds good.
Here we go. Our blue into reds. Woo! And then we're going to LTT it. There.
All right. So that's 3 for those interested. The crit is.
You can spend a contain.
Yeah, but why? It's disengaged fire control, so I can't choose a target against obstructed attacks. The other 2 come in, and that's a dead ship.
Cool. Okay, and then I'm going to be attacking you. This is going to be medium range to there. And we're going to attack you into the front, and now you're no longer obstructed because I
Got your speed 2, correct.
dropped your speed. So here we go. Full front of a victory 2. And we're going to obviously target your brace.
No, of course.
And then we're going to LCT this. And then we're going to intensify firepower.
5 hits. Let's. Do you have XI7s in this guy?
No, I do not.
No, you do not. All right, so we're going to do some redirecting. And.
You're just going to take 5 hits?
Well, I mean, I can force you to re-roll 1 of them. But I'm looking at what I got here. Because you've blocked the brace?
Of course.
Re-roll 1 of the blue ones.
Hit.
Yeah. So we are taking 5. So I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Okay. And I didn't have to use my token. Move forward, ram, do a damage to that ship.
Okay.
And to myself.
And 1 to yourself.
Yep. Just like that.
Okie dokie. Let's get the assault frigate. Engineering. We're going to spend the dial, which gives me 4 engineering points, and I'll put 2 shields back on the front. So back up to full power on the shields. Now we're going to take our shots. Let's do the important one first. My front to the front of the victory. 2 reds and a blue, and I need 1 hit. I got 3.
Boom, victory goes up.
Yay!
Critical would have been injured crew.
And then I've got the secondary shot, so out my left side to the front of the Simoon. And I've got 3, that's not a Simoon, it's a Kuat. No, it is Simoon.
It's a Simoon.
3 reds and a blue. And let's just see if we can do a little bit of damage here. And 4 with crits, I'll just leave it as such.
Okay, so we brace it, and then we're going to redirect. How many shields?
You have 3 shields on this side.
Yeah, you can redirect both 2 damage over there.
So we're down to 1 shield over here. And now we get to move. I'm at speed 2. So we are going to put you right here into the danger zone. That look good, John?
Yep, that's fine.
And I believe that is it for this turn, except now you get to hit me with the giant ISD.
Here we go. ISD activation. He is revealing a concentrate fire. He's also going to have you. Let's see. What's the speed going?
He is at 2.
You can go 1.
Oh, thank you so much.
And then we're going. I only have 1 shot, which is kind of annoying. So we're going to go into the rear of your ship.
Man, you just do that too.
Yep. So here we go. Rear of your ship. Pray that these aren't blank. Okay.
Well, there's the accuracy that I was hoping you'd...
Yeah, and then we're going to drop in a blue. And then we're going to LTT this one. And then we're going to turn that over to that. And so we're going to be targeting your brace, obviously. And then you can take...
So
it's a hit. 6 damage.
So we are going to ECM. Now I'm glad I didn't spend that earlier, so that I can spend the brace, bringing it down to 3. And thinking of how this is going to go later, because you're hitting the rear, right?
Yep.
I'm going to burn out the redirect to move shields to the side. Now you've got a XI7, so I only get to use 1. It's 1, 2, 3, and then you're gonna ram me, right?
Yep, and then I ram you.
Cool.
And Banto does Banto things, and I get a concentrate fire because, you know, reasons. Cool. And then we're at the end of the round. So at this point, I have control of the station.
Yep.
So I'm going to get the token from that. All your ships are at speed 2, so are any of your ships going faster than 1?
Yeah, the guppy.
He can go 1.
Okay.
And
electronic countermeasures stays exhausted.
And then we go on to the next turn.
All right. Let's activate the guppy first because he's in trouble. Nav, we're going to keep it as a dial. We have just barely double arced off the corner of the victory, so we're going to do front to the front. So that's 2 reds and a blue. And I'm going to LTT this for fun, giving you a double, and you can't brace.
Okay, what do we have on that side?
You have 3.
I'm going to move 2 of it as I push this all around. Right there, because perfect.
And then I'm going to make the shot from my side to the front. So 3 reds and a blue. Let's see if we get something slightly better. We'll LTT this one. 4 hits. One of them's a crit.
We're going to brace it and then move it over to that side.
Okay, so we've got 1, 2. Figure I'll make the shots anyways. And then spending this, I get to go up to speed 2. And if
for now.
Right, that will land me.
You got a good hold of it?
Yep.
Right there?
Yeah, stuff, right? Okay. And that's it for him.
Like always, beginning of the turn, I spent that to activate that.
We'll get it right eventually.
Probably not. And then we're going to reveal we have a concentrate fire. And we're going to use it. And I really don't have any good shots, so I have an obstructed shot into your rear. Can I hit your rear? Can you let us see this? Hold on, I've got your laser. So if I can hit the rear, we're hitting the rear.
No.
No. Okay, so we're going to go into your side. Into your side. What? Just like that. And we're going to drop a blue, so it's going to be 2 blues and a red into your side. And I got concentrate fire. So here we go. That seems pretty good. And we're going to concentrate fire in a blue for take that.
All right, so let's go ahead and let's re-roll a red because we're medium right.
Correct. For take 4.
All right, 4 is slightly better. And we are going to brace that down to 2. So there goes the shield.
And then we're going to move, and we're going to do this maneuver right here. After my guy does his concentrate fire, he's going to gain a token.
A Vanto.
And it's going to be a concentrate fire.
So the hammerhead, I've got a nav. We're going to use it. We're going to increase the speed 2. And John, if you wouldn't mind, we're just going to do 1 at the last joint there. That'll avoid medium range, but all we're going to be able to do.
Now we're going to activate the victory. The victory is going to be revealing an engineering, and we're going to be regenning 2 shields onto this side as I slide the station all over the place.
I don't think it's going to matter anymore.
Okay, so I have to gunnery teams to do the shots I want. So what we're going to do first is we're going to shoot into the side of your guppy. And also when we activate, you can drop to speed 1 on your hammerhead.
Hammerhead.
So here's the first shot. And I choose to spend my concentrate fire and not reroll and take 3.
Take 3, huh? Ooh.
Reroll the crit.
Yeah, re-roll the crit.
Crit.
Figures. Man, I really don't want to take 3, but 2 is not much better. I don't know that I get a choice. I get to go first. So, all right, we're going to spend out the brace to do just 2 damage.
First one's a crit.
Crit is faulty countermeasures. I cannot spend exhausted defense tokens. I don't have any defense tokens, so that's fine.
Okay. And then... do I want to move? No. We're going to just drop down to speed 0 and maintain control of the station.
Okay.
Okay, Super Gazanti was revealing a concentrate fire. He is going to use it to kill your guppy. So I have you double arced at close range, and you have no defense tokens. So it doesn't really matter where I shoot. So we're going to shoot at the front first for a hit. Let me double check this, out of range. And then we're going to...
You're firing from... Do I have no shields there, too?
You have no
so
shields.
It doesn't really matter where you shoot at. So, yeah, that's 1 hit, which...
and then we're going to concentrate fire in and kill you.
Yep, so that's 1 death. A Gazanti, of all things, killing the Sulfurate. That's actually pretty funny.
And then we get to move. And I think we're going to chase you down. And at this point, everything is done. And
You get another victory token.
I get another victory token. And you're already at speed 1?
Yep.
Okay, so I can't change your speed any lower. And that's going to be it. And I don't think I'm going to be able to kill you. So I think we can call the game here, and I will just collect the rest of the tokens the rest of the game, because you're going to just fly off that.
Yeah, that's exactly what's going to happen. So.
Okay, cool. Right. Good game.
Yep. So we're back, and I had a lot of fun with that one, John.
Yeah, that was a lot of fun. Man, 1.5 changes so much. Being able to discard to basically I'm only rolling 3 dice and then eliminating my entire attack, and then me having to do concentrate fire felt
just to be
really,
able to
really
use
dirty.
Gunnery teams, yeah.
Yeah, so yeah, 1.5 changes a lot, and then Konstantine wasn't that bad. I'm not saying he was good. He wasn't bad.
He was able to, because of, well, first off, I was using Kraken. So the entire concept I had of keeping my ships at speed 3 and 4 to avoid, basically giving you the obstruction, I couldn't do. Between the tractor beams, Konstantine knocking stuff down, it was too much. And then the gunnery teams just overwhelmed everything at the end of the day. But I got 1 hammerhead away, which is kind of funny.
Yeah.
But man, the superstar of this game was your Gazanti.
My superstar Gazanti coming in for the kill. That's super funny.
I was not expecting that at all.
Yeah, you were doing damage calculations. I'm like, I got 3 damage, like almost guaranteed with this stupid shit. Especially because you have no redirect.
Right.
So wherever I shot, no shields goes through. You came clearly decked to fight fighters, and I clearly did not bring any fighters.
No.
So if we were to retool this list to fight each other, it would definitely be different.
Yeah.
But as much fun as it was to play with Konstantine, all you do is do nav, which is what you do most of the time, and then he doesn't matter because you're going to be moving speed 2 with a nav dial on his turn anyway. Mm-hmm. So he doesn't matter. Like, his entire ability really doesn't matter. Like, I was able to knock you down to speed 3, but that was only because of the tractor beams.
Yeah, that's true. Your tractor beams did the bulk of the work with all the activations.
Yeah. And most of the time it was like, I'm going to leave you on speed 3 because it's funny that you're going to have to, like, run right into your own ships.
Yeah, my deployment put me in a spot.
Or give up your obstruction and then you move and then I tractor beam you down. And Konstantine... So the tractor beams did really good. I could have used a different commander.
It's greed.
He's too many points. I don't have enough points. I could use Rami.
You kept saying that you needed more points for this particular
I need 10 more points. And then I would have 2 victory 2s.
I'm glad he didn't have victory 2s. Or 2 of them. He had 1, not 2. Let's see, what else? Final score. We should probably bring that up. 10-1 for John. Came out with 462 to 93. 120 points of that was victory tokens. This was probably the wrong objective to pick. Maybe Solar Corona may have been a little bit better. But you would have just set up and I would have died faster, I think.
Yeah, because then my ships would have gone faster into you.
Right. This was my best choice, I think, to have a possibility of doing
I don't know, that gunnery team's on a Simoon.
Yeah, that would have been great. Although, let's be honest, in most cases, I don't know that you could have...
I could attack the same ship.
You could attack same ship, though, yeah.
It would just been like, pew-pew, dead, pew-pew, dead.
I wouldn't have been able to really capitalize on that. So, I'm happy with the decision I made there. I think my deployment pretty much set me up to what wound up happening.
Yeah, but the problem is where I put the obstacles, you would either be running through that crappy debris field with asteroids or you had to turn around to the side. So you either went the direction you did or you go right into my Simoon.
Now, the other thing I made a mistake with was my second obstacle deployment. I needed to put it in the other corner, forcing the station to come a little bit further out. I don't know that that would have changed much. I may have had a more direct run at you, but I think part of what helped some of my hammerheads were that I was able to keep them away from your Simoon. So that may or may not have been beneficial to actually have that station where it was at.
Sure. Okay, well, I hope you enjoyed this battle report. We have a ton of links down below to our Discord and all of our social media. You could join us there. And thumbs up, like this video, and subscribe if you're not a subscriber.
All right, so like John said, thank you very much for watching. I'm Ken,
I'm John.
and you've been watching Ion Radio.